Wow, y'all, this is unprecedented. Yes, we can. Wait, Mom Donnie's running for mayor of New York City? Why are we talking about it so much? I've got some good news and bad news, and the bad news is probably going to make y'all mad at me. The good news is that wherever you look in last week's elections in America, MAGA candidates took a beating. So bad, in fact, President Trump's out here talking about how we can make there be less voting. Seriously, he sounds like he just got dumped, ate a pint of Rocky Road ice cream, drank a fifth of Everclear, and then started texting his exes. The bad news, I bet you $100 that some liberals in North Carolina know more about Zohran Mamdani, the guy who won the New York City mayor's race, than they do about Anita Earls, the anti-gerrymandering, pro-voting rights justice who's up for re-election in our most important race of 2026, the North Carolina Supreme Court. That race matters more than almost anything because good courts are the strongest defense we've got against politicians who are trying to rig our elections with gerrymandering. Donnie on the North Carolina Supreme Court? Nope. Sure, Mamdani's election is interesting. He's a charismatic guy talking about working class issues, but he's not running in North Carolina, and he won't be. And yeah, there's a bigger story there about the Democratic Party's identity crisis and whether candidates like Mamdani offer a clue. But let's be real. Does a liberal winning an off-cycle election in New York City really tell us anything about North Carolina? Okay, but can he lower the subway fare between Charlotte and Raleigh? New York City isn't North Carolina. We're a moderate to conservative state still fighting battles over voting rights and gerrymandering. But I can't blame anybody for focusing on the wrong things. Local media outlets are struggling to survive, which leaves a lot of national media to fill the void with, you guessed it, national storylines. Like K-pop demon hunters? I wish. So let's focus up on what's happening right here. The North Carolina Democratic Party, the primary opposition to MAGA in the state, is underfunded, understaffed, under-resourced. That's not unique to North Carolina. State parties all over the U.S. have been looking at the same drama in 2025. Some of that's to be expected. Parties always flounder after they lose big elections. But the folks I've talked to say this year's been rough, even by those standards. You can say that's the Democratic Party's fault for going full Zoolander when they were most needed.
Who am I? I don't know.
Now, before you get too mad at me, the left needed a win and they got plenty across the country, including right here in North Carolina. Democrats dominated municipal elections here. Was that enthusiasm for Democrats or frustration with Republicans? Even in places like conservative Alamance County, you saw wins for non-MAGA candidates like Beth Kennett, who will be Burlington's first female mayor, and Chelsea Dickey, who won the Graham mayor's race. Wake County and Charlotte-Mecklenburg also saw a pretty thorough drubbing of the right.
Great kid, don't get cocky.
That should fire up anyone who's felt like a dumpster since we elected a cartoon bad guy in 2024. Trump reminds me of Oogie Boogie in The Nightmare Before Christmas. If you're looking for inspiration, it's these local races, not New York's, that should be pumping you up. No offense to Mamdani, because what happens next is up to everyday people, liberals, moderates, conservatives, anybody who opposes MAGA, right here in North Carolina, to realize that you might be tired, your fingers might hurt, your heart might hurt. But this isn't a fight that's going to wait for you to feel good. It's a fight happening right now. Now, I don't come from political campaigns, I come from journalism. But I've covered enough campaigns to know that the real game-changing work happens in your communities, in local, state, and yes, national races. It's not glamorous. You'll be drinking McDonald's coffee, getting lost in small towns. Why is East Spencer when it's really just south of Spencer? Mebane? Conto! What do you mean it's pronounced Kanita? And finding out which of your shoes are walking shoes and which ones aren't. For real, I got bunions. So if you're one of those keyboard warriors who've got plenty to say online but make like this guy when it's time to knock on doors, register voters, or do the 9-to-5 lunch pail, clock in, clock out work of democracy, then
You're killing me, Petey!
honestly, if someone hasn't yelled at you recently to get off their lawn, then you're probably talking to the wrong people. Oh, I'm doing good then. So congrats to everybody who participated in the 2025 elections. It takes a lot of work and a lot of guts to put your name in there. You deserve respect. Congrats to Mamdani for winning mayor of North Carolina. Are you even listening? Thanks for watching Billy Ball Explains North Carolina. Every Wednesday, I break down what's happening in North Carolina and make it understandable. Make sure to like and subscribe to this page and share this with your friends.